Hello, Virgo. This is your weekly tarot card reading and astrology forecast for Virgo, sun, moon, and rising sign for this week ahead. Virgo, there's always an extended reading that I hope you will join me for. I will attach those links everywhere around, including pin it to the top of the comment section, and you can boop the link right at the end of this video as well. It's always in the description box. I hope to see you there. Virgo, this is your reading, so take it where it resonates in your life. I'm going to describe general energies and use examples, but if there are examples that work better in your business life than your love life, then that's where it applies. I also encourage you to check out your rising sign video and your moon sign video, because there's always all 12 zodiac signs represented every single week here. And sometimes you resonate more with those. Please feel free to subscribe to the channel and ring that notification bell so that you know when I upload your favorite content. And if you really love my content, I have a second YouTube channel called Astrology Motivation, where I do weekly astrology forecasts for everybody about going in depth as to what's going on with the cosmos, as well as daily tarot card readings where I am live and talking directly to you so that we can have a tarot card reading together. So I hope that you guys will journey over there as well. Let's get into the astrology, because I will talk about the astrology throughout the whole reading, Virgo. But big things are happening to Mercury, your ruling dignitary. Mercury is in Capricorn, which is Virgo's traditional fifth house of love and romance and expansion and purpose and courage. Interesting that it is in Capricorn. So Venus is in Capricorn as well. Mercury is in Capricorn right now. So what are the big things that are happening to Mercury? Well, at the end of this week, Mercury will go into retrograde, which means this is its shadow period week, which means you will start to feel yourself slowing down. This is not a bad thing. This is a very good thing, because it's a natural cycle. It happens about 3 times a year. Retrogrades for you might be a little more impactful because you expect things to go as scheduled, and during a retrograde it will not. It is asking you to slow down and also be reflective of what has come or what you have done, work that you have completed, or conversations that you have already completed. So this is why it's going to be a little bit exacerbated this week, because Mercury is also going to be square to Mars in retrograde. So that means by the end of the week, Mercury in retrograde will be square to Mars in retrograde. So a lot of your energy is going to be focused on, or a lot of your conflicts that are going to be happening are going to be around what people have said that you've said, or said that you promised, or things that you expected to get done but didn't get done. So this could be the major challenges that are going to start happening in your life. But a major aspect that is happening is Neptune and Mercury are sextile to each other all week. In fact, they have been, as well as Mercury and Venus are conjuncting again, because as Mercury starts to retrograde or slow down, Venus and Mercury catch up to each other again, and the conjunction between the two is tighter and tighter. And these are two very beautiful and generous aspects where you will shine and you will feel good and you will feel optimistic and be naturally alluring, naturally attractive. And the sextile to Neptune is basically the mark of psychics. So your psychic energy will be exploding. It'll be off the hook this week. The sense of intuition and insight and foresight at a time when everything is slowing down and going backwards. So this could give you more insight into what has already happened, what has already occurred. And when people approach you and you're feeling yourself being challenged, if you look at things objectively and take those conflicts or those confrontations objectively and allow your psyche to really expand and seep into the conflict and the situation, there's so many insights you will glean from those confrontations. And because there's a natural attractiveness to you conjunct to Venus, and you have a natural energy in the cosmos right now that is making everything that you say particularly important and appealing, you will be listened to. So this could actually be a time of really unraveling a lot of crap and making it better, making it well, fixing it, repairing it, and letting it have some long-term stability. Like, in other words, long-term cleansing, long-term healing starting to happen and get underway. So that's pretty massive stuff. It isn't easy stuff, but I think based on the position of Mercury, it is things that you are in control of. It will be, even the conflicts or the confrontations in your life, Virgo, will be situations that you will always feel empowered through. And I like that for you. Let's get into what the cards have to say. First card out, everything is coming out right in the here and now. Interesting. Okay, so first we have King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles does mean that you are in control of your situation, in control of your environment. Also a great time to build something or construct something that will have great profits or be very fortuitous, will really work out. But this is really being the master of where you are in your world right now, since Pentacles are your suit. This could represent you. It could also represent a boss of some sort. And then we have completion. So completion of a task that yields a great deal of financial success. It also means finding a partner or finding partnership, or your partnership getting closer, your partnership's getting stronger. It could mean that you are creating a party or want to be more social, in which case absolutely do it. Allow yourself, especially, hey, we have Christmas and we have New Year's coming. And by the way, happy new moon in Capricorn. That should be especially fortuitous for you, especially if there is some sort of social gathering that's going to be happening over this week, because there can be business transactions or opportunities made because of it. So if you have an opportunity to either throw a party, like create a get-together, or go to one, absolutely, because there's going to be opportunity or doors that can open for you there. People will be especially interested. You'll look especially ravishing, since this conjunction with Venus keeps getting tighter, and you'll really show up and people will really turn out for you. But then we have futility, which is Seven of Swords. And I think this is internal, this sense of nobody's going to want me, nobody's going to see me, nobody's going to look at me. It's not necessarily not wanting to be seen, but it's the thought of, this is exhausting, I can't do this, there's too much going on. Sometimes Seven of Swords means betrayal, or people have backstabbed you. So there is a sense of feeling like people that you care about have actually let you down, or the many ways that people have let you down. You may not feel like celebrating much, but if you can get over that hump, that challenge, you can, and go to the party anyway, there's actually opportunity there. Absolutely. And let me tell you how I know. This card right here, Ace of Pentacles, it means that there's huge opportunities around, and that you are valued, even if you don't think that way or feel that way, or you think something has fallen flat and is not really going to pay off that much. This is, yes, it is. This is opportunity coming in, tangible opportunity. It doesn't have to be financial, though it usually suggests that it is. Big money coming in, especially with something that you thought was useless, or you thought you'd lost this opportunity to somebody else. You have not. So it's important, and this is where the challenge is going to be. it's important to get out there and go to the party anyway, or have the conference anyway, or present the presentation anyway, or talk to these people anyway. It's just, you're not going to feel like it. You're going to feel like it's useless, it's worthless, because there's some sort of disappointment, or maybe there was some, you know, nefarious shit going on. But so you're going to feel like, no, I'm not dealing with it. I would rather not. But honestly, if you can push yourself over that and do it anyway, I guarantee you, things are going to surprise you in a very good way. We have art temperance here as well. This is Sagittarius energy saying that you can make this work, and that you have the energy right now to be able to figure out a solution to anything, especially if there has been some stuff in the past that just hasn't worked out, and it's been building up. This is a time when you absolutely will have the mindset or the energy coming at you. People want to make up with you. They want to discuss things. They want to talk about things. They want to find a compromise or a way or a solution. They're solution focused. This is also about zooming out, because this is Sagittarius energy, is about looking at the overall picture, the big picture, not just the little bits and little details that have disappointed you, or people who have dropped out along the way, dropped out of your life along the way. This is about zooming out and realizing there's so much more potential for replacement or for new opportunities, as opposed to just focusing on what has been lost. I will get deeper into the Seven of Wands to see exactly what's going on there in a bit, but I have a card here that's just one more card. We have the Devil. So this is being stuck in contracts, being bound, being held to something. This could be speaking of a situation where you thought was going really, really well, and it is going really, really well. First of all, you could just be dealing with a Capricorn, and this could be associated with the fact that we are in Capricorn season. This is a time, like a time marker. This is all going down now. This is happening now. There are contracts that want to be signed. People have like promises that have been made. You could have a feeling of being stuck in a situation, or you could be dealing with somebody who is dealing with substance abuse, dealing with behaviors that are like just chaining them back or tying them down, holding them back, chaining them, something that you can't move or you can't get over. But I love the fact that there's a devil angel here, which tells me there are choices that you have. And as from a personal perspective, from your personal perspective, these choices are, do I remain optimistic or do I stay pessimistic? Pessimistic is going to keep me stuck in failure. Optimism is going to offer me huge and wonderful opportunities. Now, optimism isn't necessarily something that Virgo energy is associated with, but you are yourself, you are your mind, and you're an individual. So optimism, if you have any of it in you, is really, really important during this time, because it will change the outcome of the events that you're dealing with. I'm sure that you've heard this. This is that classic saying, life is, 80% how you deal with what comes at you, right? 80% how you react. It's like 20% what happens to you, and 80% of what the choices you make regarding what has happened to you. Now, I'm paraphrasing horribly here. My tongue is completely twisted. I can already feel the Mercury retrograde coming. I don't think it will impact you. Mercury does have the support of Venus, which will still make your words very eloquent. And that psychic energy of Neptune is just so incredible, especially creative energy. So it could be a great opportunity for you, especially in the beginning of this week and into next week, to take some time and take some space to allow yourself to create. Even if you're not going to do anything with what you create, it's the process of creating that will keep your mind clear and keep you optimistic, because it will keep your energy flowing in a productive way. And just that decision alone will change all of what could be this very confusing, tense energy. Let's get into some articulation, shall we? Why is the Seven of Swords here? I want to clarify. Why is the Seven of Swords here? We're going to get into the Devil energy too. Why is the Seven of Swords here? Let's see. This situation around the Seven of Swords is clarified by the Hanged Man and the Three of Swords, which is telling me that you have been struggling and dealing with some heartbreak or something that has been hurting you for quite some time, and you've been stuck in it. So either you've been holding on to something, or somebody that you're dealing with has been holding on to something, and they're stuck in a mindset of pain and suffering. This could also be you're actually dealing with legitimate pain and suffering, loss or physical pain and suffering. You've been stuck in it for a while, but there is a mentality of somebody quite formidable that is, it may not be you, it just may be somebody that you're dealing with, somebody who is always in the mindset of pain and suffering, pain and suffering, pain and suffering, and nothing is going to go well. And that kind of gives me some insight into what this Devil energy is, right? Stuck in the pessimism, stuck in the this won't work out, stuck in the but life is so shit, life is always sorrowful. And it seems like this motherfucker is bringing you down. I'm just gonna flat out say it. It really does. It seems like no matter how optimistic or happy you are, and we got another card out too, so this is triumph, victory, success, people are rewarding you, but it seems like you're dealing with a motherfucker who is just legitimately like raining on your parade. And this definitely is your parade. This is that sense of you're proud of yourself, you're happy with yourself, you're getting awards, you're getting acknowledged, you're getting opportunities. But there's somebody here that's just there's either there's a person here who's pissing all over your parade, or it's something that's actually legitimately happening or going on in your life. You could have a sick relative or be concerned about something that is really going on, that is really impacting you. And that is casting a shadow on all of this optimism. So you have two choices. You can either focus on the shadow, or you can focus on the good things that are happening. And if you focus on the good things, more good things will happen, because all these beautiful good things are actually very much real. They're not hypothetical, they're not possible, they're not potential, they're really happening. So if you focus on them, you invite more of them into your life. And I am not saying that is going to make all the hardship go away, but I can promise you it'll make it easier to deal with, because you will have a tether into the future and into the possible, and into a sort of a release for yourself, right? Especially if this is a person who's pissing all over your parade. I am going to tell you, like, okay, that's them. That's their problem. That's their issue. And I know that it could be somebody in your life that you have to deal with. Let's kind of see maybe who, let's get a moon card first of all, but also let's see who this person could be. We have adjustments are required, and then we have in the future, the only thing that came out in the future, a time to give rather than take, and a new start is coming. And this is all new moon. So there is a sense of you not being as offended about this person or the way this person is anymore, because you have made adjustments, and those adjustments are extremely triumphant. They could have been adjustments to your life, setting boundaries where you needed more boundaries set so that you can maintain your happiness while also doing the right thing and taking care of this person. Maybe you're helping to heal them. Maybe there's somebody like a parent, or it's somebody that you have to deal with, that you can't easily just cut out of your life, or that you don't want to, right? But there is a sense of little adjustments that are being made, or maybe psychic realizations and creativity is helping you see that there are alternative medicines or alternative solutions that you didn't look into before. And now that you do, you have the ability to give solutions to a situation where there weren't solutions before, which is also very beautiful energy, because that's what we have coming out in the future. It's a time time to give rather than take. So you are this new moon. You are the energy that's generating this new possibility, this new solution, right? And sometimes you just set the example for other people by making the example yourself. But it's something is coming through you. A new start is coming so that you don't feel burdened anymore, so that you understand how important you are and how much you have contributed to the healing process. I want to get deeper into all of this. Let's continue in the extended. The link is below. I'll see you guys there.